Legends aren't born in the spotlight, they're forged in the shadows. Behind the bright lights of the arena, before the cheering crowds, before the titles are won, true champions are made in the grind. For Gervonta "Tank" Davis, this isn't just another fight. It's the culmination of everything he's worked for, every sacrifice he's made, and every battle he's fought. But what makes this moment even more intense? The knowledge that the end of his career is closer than ever. With retirement looming on the horizon, Tank is preparing for one of the final chapters of his extraordinary career, and it's unlike anything we've seen from him before. In the gym, every second counts. Tank's camp is a whole different level of intensity. His opponent, Lamont Roach, is coming in hungry and eager to make his mark. Roach is no stranger to big fights, but this one is different. For Tank, this fight could be the final time we see him in action. That makes every punch, every session, and every drop of sweat feel like it carries a lifetime of significance. The intensity in his training isn't just physical, it's psychological, emotional, and strategic. Tank knows this might be the last time the world gets to witness his destructive power inside the ring. And with that weight on his shoulders, there's no room for failure. The stakes couldn't be higher. Tank has always been known for his relentless knockout power, for his ability to end a fight with a single punch, and for his uncanny ability to read his opponents. But for this fight, something feels different. The pressure isn't just on him to win, but to leave a legacy to cement his place among the all-time greats. His opponent, Lamont Roach, is coming for the top, but Tank has never been one to shy away from a challenge. The fact that this might be his last fight only fuels the fire in him. There's no more room for mistakes, no more time to waste. Tank is all in. Training for this fight isn't like the training for any other fight he's had. Yes, Tank has always been known for his athleticism, his raw strength, and his devastating knockout power, but now he's evolving. This camp is about more than just pushing himself physically. It's about upgrading every aspect of his game. Tank isn't just trying to be a better version of himself, he's trying to be the best version of himself the world has ever seen. He's tapping into cutting-edge technology and methods that have never been used before in his camp. From high-tech motion capture that breaks down every punch, every slip, every move, to reaction-based training tools that force him to react in fractions of a second, every detail is being examined and refined. This isn't just about getting stronger or faster, it's about getting smarter. In previous camps, Tank's raw talent and power were enough to overwhelm his opponents, but this time he's adding a new layer of precision. His team is making sure that every punch lands with purpose, that every movement serves a strategic goal. Tank isn't just training to knock someone out, he's training to outsmart them, to outthink them, and to make sure his attacks are as calculated as they are devastating. Tank's focus on precision isn't just limited to his striking. He's working on his reflexes with reaction-based tools designed to help him see shots before they even come. His ability to read an opponent's movements is what makes him such a dangerous fighter, but now he's making sure that he can react to threats before they even appear. These improvements aren't just for the early rounds of the fight, they're for the entire fight. One of Tank's biggest strengths has always been his ability to stay calm and control the pace, even when the rounds pile up. And now, he's making sure that if the fight goes deep into the later rounds, his power doesn't fade. He's working on endurance like never before, running steep mountain trails, pushing his lungs to the limit with high-altitude training, and building the stamina to keep his knockout power strong all the way through. But it's not just about the physical preparation. Tank is taking a holistic approach to his training. Cryotherapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and deep tissue recovery sessions are now staples in his routine. Tank's body is a machine, and his team is treating it like one. Every muscle, every joint, every ligament is being worked on, optimized, and maintained. Recovery is just as important as the training, because when you push your body to the limit, you need to make sure it's ready to bounce back stronger than ever. And that's exactly what Tank is doing. His camp is designed not just to break him down, but to rebuild him into something unstoppable. But even with all the technology and science, the question still remains. Is this the last time we'll see Tank Davis in the ring? For years, he's been teasing the idea of stepping away from boxing, but now it feels real. It's not just talk anymore. There's a sense of finality surrounding this fight that has fans, analysts, and legends alike questioning if this is it. For Tank, this isn't just a fight for another belt or a paycheck. It's about something deeper. It's about family, about finding peace, and about creating a future beyond the ring. His decision to retire might be a shock to some, especially with the fact that he's still at the peak of his career, but for Tank, it's not about the titles or the fame. It's about taking control of his own life and his own future. But before that chapter ends, Tank is focused on one thing: Lamont Roach. These two fighters have history. They've been in the same circles for years, sparring against each other, growing up in similar environments. Tank knows Roach's strengths, his resilience, his defensive skills, and his tenacity. Roach has always been tough, always been game, but Tank also knows where Roach falters. Under pressure, Roach tends to lean forward when he slips punches, and that's something Tank is ready to capitalize on. In the past, Tank has been able to exploit mistakes like this with surgical precision. And with his training methods more advanced than ever, he's more dangerous than ever. For Roach, this fight is personal. He's always known Tank as a formidable opponent, but now he sees an opportunity. The idea that Tank might be contemplating retirement is something that Roach is using to fuel his own fire. He believes that Tank's mind might not be fully in it, that the end is near for him, and he wants to be the one to send Tank into retirement with a loss. But what Roach doesn't realize is that Tank isn't thinking about his retirement in the way Roach is. Tank is focused on winning, on ending his career on his own terms, and nothing Roach can do will take that away from him. On fight night, Tank Davis isn't just going to step into the ring, he's going to step in with a purpose. With his power sharper than ever, his reflexes on point, and his strategy dialed in to perfection, he's not just going to show up to win. He's going to show up to make a statement. This isn't just a fight, it's a final performance, a last hurrah. And for Roach, the question isn't just whether he can win, it's whether he can survive. As the fight approaches, the boxing world is buzzing with predictions. Analysts, former champions, and current fighters are all giving their takes on how the fight will go, but one thing is clear: Tank Davis is the overwhelming favorite. His experience, his skills, his mental toughness, all of it gives him the edge. But boxing is unpredictable, and Lamont Roach is no pushover. He's been in the game long enough to know how to make an upset, and he's got the hunger to do it. But even as Roach shows confidence, the reality is that Tank is playing a different game. With every punch, every move, every strategy, Tank is proving why he's one of the most dangerous men in the sport. It's not just about physical strength, it's about psychological warfare. Tank has been in the ring with the best, and he's learned from every fight. Every victory, every knockout, every moment has been a step toward this fight. And now, with the end in sight, Tank is more dangerous than ever. As the bell rings, the world will be watching. The fight may end in seconds, or it may go the full 12 rounds, but no matter what, one thing is certain: when Tank fights, history is made. This isn't just another night in the ring. It's a chance to witness the end of a legendary career, one that changed the course of boxing forever. And when that final bell rings, the world will know that Tank Davis gave it everything he had one last time.